Yeah, I thought maybe one of our best games of the year, especially under the circumstances. Great pitching, great defense. Offense really came to play tonight. So I don't know if anybody saw that coming with who they had on the mound tonight. Holton, one of the best young pitchers in the country. So for us to have that kind of performance was really good to see. And I think it all started with Will Sanders. He was really good.
You mentioned it, Mark, the first 2 innings, you score 7 runs against Holden. You don't see that coming with the way you've been struggling at the plate. What was the mood in the dugout, and how are you guys feeling after the first 2 innings?
I mean, how do you think we were feeling? Pretty good. When you're up 7-0 and you're facing a guy whose opponent's batting average was 111 coming in, you feel pretty good. But, at that point you still have a lot of baseball left to play. So they brought in one of their power righties. Riley was up to 97, so he kept us at bay for a little while. We were able to scratch another run late, which I think really helped. But yeah, when you get up 7-0 on one of the best pitchers in the country, it gives you confidence.
You talked about last night after the game how the offense had kind of seemed like a complete 180 in terms of no impact, and they come in the first 2 innings and it's all impact. What was it like to kind of see the offense bounce back in those first 2 innings?
It was good. I mean, baseball's a crazy game. There's days you look great, there's games you look terrible, and you just have to know the truth is always somewhere in between, and that's why you just have to keep playing and keep grinding it out. And we did that tonight, and the guys got rewarded. It was great to see the guys get rewarded. They've been playing hard. They're leaving it all out there on the field, but we've had some bad breaks, and so it was good to see them play at that level and get rewarded for it.
Just to follow up on what you said about baseball, I mean, you've got 3 wins over 2 teams ranked in the top 4 in the country. I mean, is that kind of bizarre to try to figure out your team game by game because it's there that they can go out and play at a high level?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's any coincidence that 2 of those are with Will Sanders on the mound. I don't think that can be lost on anybody. And the other one was with Matthew Becker on the mound, who's becoming one of the better pitchers around. So it all starts on the mound. We all know that. So I think the team has an air about them when they know they've got one of their dudes on the mound. And that's for us, and that's for a lot of teams. When you've got one of your guys that everybody knows is a real dude, it gives you confidence on offense, on defense, and it filters through your team. I don't think there's any question about it.
Like you just said, a good hitting Vanderbilt team, and Will really kept him at bay. What was working for him tonight, and how was he feeling coming in?
Yeah, he was throwing all of his pitches for strikes. He was keeping them off balance. The fastball was in a good range, but I don't think it's been better this year. But he just competed. I think midway through the game, it looked like they were starting to measure him a little bit, and then he just got his second wind. He got just got a little more emotional there later in his outing, and I think it sharpened him up a little bit. He looked like he got his intent back, and he finished strong. And that's what we needed him to do for us.
Any more questions? One more, Phil.
So it sounds like you kind of feel like you're 2 starters away from having 4 dudes out there that your guys can be behind. Where are you with the health of some guys like Bosnick? Is he getting any closer to getting back to work?
No, we have no positive progress there. Thomas obviously threw this past Tuesday an inning, and Eli Jones will be returning here shortly, but no new progress on Bosnick. All right, thanks everybody.